I kind of want to add him to the series because I think he's super handsome and I actually sort of love him. Hey my little Peacherinos, and welcome back to a brand new video. So for CAS Monday this week, since I did the Sims that could have been challenged for last week, which was taking 2 Sims in my series that, you know, there could have been something didn't happen, and see what their Babaroos would look like. You guys really liked that video, so I thought let's do it again. And what I'm gonna do is I've taken some of the suggestions that you guys had in my last video for Sims that we could create. I have a Jessie and Taylor. If you guys remember when I first made Taylor and Roxaroo, Jessie was kind of torn in between the two of them, ended up picking Roxaroo. So Jessie and Taylor could have had a weird baby. Charlie, Rose, and Zach. If you guys remember, Zach was Charlie's first love, but he did not love her back. And then it turns out it's because he was not interested in girly whirlies at all. So Charlie, you had no chance, friendo. But if in a different world, Zach was into the ladies, what would their Babaroo have looked like? We'll find out today, you guys. And then Ryder and Luna, again, very close to being a couple, but Ryder chose Jakey Snakey, leaving Luna Runa all on her own. But what would their Babaroo have looked like? The ones that I'm not doing are ones where potentially there could actually be a Babaroo in the future. So I'm not going to be doing, for example, an Abel and an Evie, because you never know. Or like a Jamie Street and a Lilith, because you never know. So those kind of ones I'm not going to do. It is all these Sims that could have been. If you guys are excited for this video, give it that cheeky hot swerve to the thumb up. That means nothing. I don't even understand what I've just said. And if you have any other suggestions of pairings, let me know them in the comments below. I would just like to point out that this room is baking hot with all the lights and all the PCs and the internet box behind me. And this is the first chance I've had to record because it's been so hot. Like Eva's just dying on the floor over there. You can't even see her. She can't get in a bed because it's too hot for her. So let's kick off and try to not melt, which could be a little bit of a trickaroo. So I kind of want to start with Charlie, Rose, and Zach, because I'd kind of almost forgotten about Zach, so I thought he was a super interesting one. Where is he though? Where are you, Zachy Bubs? There he is. Okay, Zach Jones. You guys remember who I mean now? Little Zacharoo Jones. Actually looks fairly similar to his bro, who is Jay Jones. He also has a sister called Kelly Jones. And then all these extra people in the family that I don't really know where they've kind of come from. Oh, she's cute. I like her. Molly, she's adorable. Oh, wow. That Shania girl is actually his wife, which doesn't make much sense to me because Zach was supposed to be a gay character, so you know, that's sort of strange. Oh my god, I just realized I've added Noelle instead of Charlie Rose. That's kind of hilarious. They do look super similar though. Okay, so I've got back in the day Charlie Parley Rose. Do you guys remember this version of her? This is the version of her that moved out to cats and dogs. So let's go ahead and see what we Babaroo between these two little Pucarinos would have looked like. And I kind of don't know whether to do a boy or a girl. I don't actually know which one to do. I guess Charlie Rose had Noelle, so we probably have to go for a girly whirly, don't we? And let's do her as a little toddler Rooney first. I think I'm gonna try and get like sort of Zach's blue eyes involved if I can. Okay, so it's kind of given her as well, like Zach's blonde hair, which I think is kind of unusual. I don't think the blonde hair would get passed along, but I'm happy for something a little bit different, so I don't mind that too much. I'm kind of interested in what all like Zach's deets are, because he's got those skin details. He's a Lula. I swear so many of my Sims are Lula ones. And I wonder if you take that off if he has eyelids. Oh man, he looks so old. Put it back on, put it back on. Okay, I'm gonna give her the same little skin of Rooney. Oh man, she's actually, you know what? She's super adorable. She's so cute. I kind of wish these guys had had themselves a little Babaroo. But she sure is adorable. Oh man, look how cute she would have been. Why didn't we have her? Can we go back in time and like have her? Cause she, mind you, Charlie Rose, Noelle's still super cute. But this little baby's adorable. She's super cute. And then I kind of like how he's got kind of a bit of a sort of, I don't know what that kind of dress sense is. It's quite cool. So I'm going to make her like quite a trendy little Bambarino as well. And what should we call her? We've got Zach and Charlotte. Charlotte, Zach and Charlie. I don't know why, but I'm kind of thinking Zoe. I'm seeing a Zoe from her. So she's a little cute Babby Zoe. Already I can tell I kind of love her. But how would she look all grown up into a teenager? Kapow! Oh wow, she looks totally different. Oh my gosh. Why do all my Sims have insanely huge lips? What is the deal with that? Gonna give her a skin back on. I'll pop her some little lashes on as well. Gonna give her the same browage as little Charlie Pelly. Puddin' and Pie, the N17. I don't know why it's changed her hair to black, but kept her eyebrows blonde. Very strange behavior from the Sims there, but we've kind of just learnt that that sort of happens in this game, doesn't it? I don't hate that hair, but you know, I don't really do the clay hair. However, it's assuming that she has long hair. I would actually like to give her curly hair like this, but I don't really have that much good curly hair CC. It's quite hard to CC curly hair just because it's not like the easiest thing to do, is it? Curly hair is harder because it's harder to like vendor. I don't know, I'm just making this up, but I feel like it's the truth. And sometimes a gut feeling is all you need, you know? That's kind of wavy, I guess. Nobody ever suits that hair as much as Lilith. Every time I try it on them, I'm like, you ain't Lilith though, fam. That's kind of wavy. Why is it so big though? That hair is huge. It's very like Sarah Jessica Parker. Ooh. It's like do. Got that hair. Nah. Okay, I'm kind of digging this hair though. That's curly whirly hair. There you go. Okay, let's make up you, my lovely. And I feel like I want to put Charlie's lips on you to see if it makes you look a little bit more like Charlie Parley. I am getting some Charlie vibes. She just doesn't look a huge amount like Charlie. She's got a lot more Zach in her. I don't know. She's not as pretty as Charlie, as Noelle, I would say. So we made the right call. Although she might not be as much of a wreck as Noelle, so, you know, swings and roundabouts, isn't it? She's definitely interesting looking. I think she's got his nose Yeah. Look at his nose, and then look at her nose. So similar. Because Charlie's nose, I guess maybe it's somewhere in between, but I think she's got more of his nose. She's interesting looking though, like I do quite like her. I like to think that she wouldn't currently be pregnant if she was real, unlike Charlie Rose, you know? She's cute though, I do like her. But for all Charlie Rose's craziness, I think I prefer Charlie Rose. So guys, this is how a little love child between Zach and Charlie Rose would have looked. Very different to the Noelle. Have I been calling Noelle Charlie Rose again? I get the two of those mixed up because they're so similar looking. But as cutesy as Zoe is, and she is super cutesy, I think I'm still on team Noelle. Even though she is a literal real life car wreck. Let me know what you think of little Zoe. Our first little could have been collaboration creation. I don't even know. Also, she definitely didn't inherit her mum's badonkadonk. I think maybe Zach's got a flat bum. Yeah, he does. Zach has a bum like my own, which means that Zoe also has a little bit more of a flat bum because Charlie's bum is pretty curvaceous, you guys. And then look at the butt. Look at the butt. So that is our first little Similarino creation. So now let's move on to one that I'm actually super excited about because this would be Emily and Max. So we're kind of recreating a bit of a Lily Bear again, aren't we? So guys, here is Max Villarreal. I actually think Max and Emma's relationship is one of the most like turbulent and interesting, like one of those ones where it's like, will they, won't they, should they even? But they overcame like some pretty intense turmoil and ended up probably being one of my favorite relationships that we've ever had in the series ever once Max sorted his act out. But one person that was originally very against their relationship, like all of the Caloriakins, was of course Emily. This is an older version of Emily as well, but she was a lot different from Emma. She was much more girly-whirly, which probably would have resulted in a much more girly-whirly child if we had a Lilith. I'm not making any sense. Which would have resulted in a much more girly-whirly daughter if the two of them had had a daughter. That's what I'm trying to get at. And because both of them did have a daughter as their oldest child, I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and, it could be another version of Faith though as well, don't forget. I'm gonna go ahead and make them a daughter together. So will it be more like Lily Bear or will it be more like Faithy Bear? I personally think Max's genes are a lot stronger than Taylor's. But let's give it a go. And let's start with a little toddler Rooney as well. And let's give her a go. So, first things first is Max's pink eyes are hereditary. So there's no way to get around them. If you're born of Max, you have the pink eyes. It's just kind of part and parcel, even though he doesn't. He's actually got brown eyes. I don't know, it's just one of my sim laws that are kind of, that's the way it is. And apparently she still gets the blonde hair, not the red hair that Faithykins has, so already a little bit different. And then Emmelarino, which skin do you use, my little precious bambino? You have softness, which I can't put on children. And Maxaru, I know which one you have. I like your skin a lot. You have this one here, which I think maybe I can put on a toddler-roo. I obsess about stuff like the skin details because it that definitely helps decide in a big way how the kid is gonna look. So it's definitely always something that I definitely think about. Look at her eyelashes. I definitely always try and carry over because it's gonna dictate the look a lot. Okay, so let's have a little look at that hair. Because I could give her the Faithykins style hair, or I could give her, where is it gone? Where is the Lily Bear hair? There it is. All the Lily Bear hair. It's kind of tough. I'm sort of tempted to do like a blonder version, because she had blonde hair, didn't she? Like a blonde-haired version of Faith, like this sort of a hair instead. Can I just point out she's already looking absolutely adorable? And Faith also had the frecklerinos. I don't really know where she's got them from because I can't see any on Emily and I don't think Taylor's got them. But maybe it is a genetic thing that Emily passes on because the twins don't have them either actually. Maybe Faithy just has them because she's got fair skin. But I am gonna give her little frecklerinos just like that. And then I think any child of Emmelarini's is gonna be a very kind of cutesy girly whirly, isn't she? Oh, she's super cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. Already I can tell she doesn't look very much like Faith did. Like Lilith did at that age. But she also doesn't look that much like Faith. Even with the hair, she's not really giving me strong Faithykins vibes. So I'm definitely interested to see how she's gonna look as a teenager. And we've got Emily and Max. You couldn't have said Max because it'd be like Emmy Max. And they had a Lilith and a Faith who are already meant to be two opposites of each other. You know, you got Faith and Lilith. But they get on great, which is nice. So she would be sort of somewhere in between. Neither good nor evil, you know? Neither good nor evil. So she's kind of like neutral. What's like a name? Another word for neutral. I think like, even though I know it doesn't mean neutral, I'm trying to think of girls' names beginning with N. And the only one I could think of is Neve. So I'm just gonna call her Neve. So there, we've got Neve Villarreal. She's cute, but how is she gonna look as a teenager? Oh my gosh, she has died and she is actually a zombie. That's how she's gonna look, you guys. Okay, I can see a lot more Emmelarini on her now. Let's go ahead and put her proper skin details back on because those ones are kind of terrifying. See, I can either give her the softer skin that Emily uses, which is like so Emily. As soon as you put that on a sim, they just look like Emily. Or I'm gonna have to take that hair off. Or I can give her Max's skin, which is... Wait, where's it gone? Where are you, skin? This one. I'm kind of torn. I kind of don't know which one to do. Actually, I think I can do a combo of both of them. It's a little bit different. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I might go back and see Max's skin later on. But for now, I could give her... Oh, you know what I could give her? I could give her the Maxi eyebrows. The eyebrows that are distinctively Maxavuni. Where are they? Wow, look at those ones. Jesus. Okay. Right. When you do that, I think she starts to look more Lilith and more evil-y. And I'm always going to appreciate that, although Abel's cheated on me and is actually potentially impregnated somebody else. So his name is kind of blasphemy for me right now. Can you just not say it? Because it's really upsetting for me. Thanks. Got to say so far, not Lilith, not Faith, and not good for being neither of them, you know? I don't know, guys. I'm sort of unsure of her. Her eyes are also super far apart, I'm kind of thinking. She is cute. She is cute. She's just like... Would you have guessed, looking at that was a child between, like, Emma and Max? Maybe you... No, Emily and Max. Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. I think I'm gonna dress her as if she did what Faith would have done, which was... Faith can just borrow, like, stuff from her mum's wardrobe whenever she wants and wear that. And I kind of feel like this little Pookaroo would probably do the same thing. It's one of the benefits of being, like, Emily's child. So you kind of have to jump on that, you know? There we go, you guys. A child of Emily and Max. which would be Neve Villarreal. Does she look the way you were expecting her to look? You guys are pretty interested to know how a Max and Emma child would look. And this is the results, guys. This is how a child of Max and Emma would look. She's definitely cute, but I don't like her as much as Lilith, and I don't like her as much as Faith. So she's kind of a non-entity for me. That's really harsh. I don't know, I just don't love her as much as Lilith, and I don't love her quite as much as Faith. I'm sort of glad that Taylor ended up with Emily and Max ended up with Emma. Also, those prospective partners the other way around just don't suit at all. Like, I find it really weird to imagine, like, Emily being with Max, because it's just like, no. Like, Max is just Emma's. You can't change that. You literally can't change that. So, here is what their child would have looked like, but no. She's cute, but she ain't allowed. Not allowed to exist. Sorry, Fendo. Speaking of Taylor, I am gonna try out Taylor and Jessie and see how their child would have looked. So here is how Taylor and Roxy looked when they first entered the series. Roxy looks very different to that now. I think Taylor's just a little Tina Rooney here as well. And here is Jessie at a similar kind of time. Probably peak Jessie for me, you know, with the pink hair. Those huge, thick eyebrows. Beautiful, amazing Jess Rooney. So, how would their Bambino have looked together? Let us find out using the power of technology and the Sims. Oh, I need to make Taylor an adult. There we go. Okay, let's do it as a toddler first and kind of go from there. So, Taylor's eyes, I actually, like, they're greeny blue. I don't like them. They look really bloodshot, but they are what they are. Jessaru has these beautiful, beautiful kind of like amber kind of eyes. So I'm feeling like we want to it's given in blue eyes, but I kind of want to carry on this beautiful amber look. So they're slightly different to Jessie Bobs's, but I'm gonna pop those eyes in. I actually think Jessie's had these. No, these? Oh, those. Huh. Those. But they don't look very clear to me. Like, they look a little bit hazy. So I'm kind of thinking we go with these ones instead. They're super, super similar. And it's gone for like a very, very dark sort of a hair, which I don't really understand. Oh, mind you, Jessie's got brown hair and Taylor's got brown hair. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we go for something a little bit lighter. Even if it's just like a brownie sort of hair. Oh my gosh, miniature Taylor hair. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, Taylor doesn't actually have any skin details on either. Taylor is just himself. There's nothing else going on there, which is kind of amazing when you think about it. And this one's got the Adriana, which you can't get on boyos. So does that mean our baby has to be naked of skin details too? Oh man, he's definitely got Jessie's huge eyes. Really cute. Oh my gosh. He literally looks like a little president's son. This is why those two wouldn't have worked though, because Jessie kind of likes to dye her hair crazy colors, be a little bit crazy. She could never be a first lady, which, you know, Emily's kind of made for because of course, Taylor ends up becoming the president of the United States, as you do. So I think maybe any child of theirs would be like struggling in between wanting to look super presidential, but also having this kind of craziness about him from Jess Rooney. So maybe he spends his younger years looking very much like an adorable little presidential googie egg. Oh my gosh, how adorable would their child have been? How adorable would their child actually have been? And of course, Jessie had a boy, Ryder Luna, and Taylor never had a son. So he would have got his son if he'd have been with Jessaru. Ryder Robbins actually goes so well, but he can't be Ryder, so I might just call him Rise. Like a court of thorns and roses. I know, that's where I've got it from. So he's little Rai. And then how, instead of Ryder. Okay, they're both little Rais. But how would he have looked as a teenager? Kapow! He would have turned into a cat, apparently. Okay, let's get to work unpacking this nonsense that's going on right here. One thing you know this child is getting though is like, look at these eyebrows and then look at Jessie's eyebrows. He's gonna get some pretty thick eyebrows, let's face it. So I think this is one way that Arise could have gone, you know, very much in his dad's kind of footsteps. But I think with having Jessie as a mum, that would never have happened. Like, we know what Ryder looks like. He's like this beautiful, like, artsy sort of amazingness. Although I know he got a lot of that from Roxaru. But I still think Jessie would have rubbed off on little Rise as well. Here is how I'm kind of picturing based on Ryder Rue. However, I don't want to give him the same hair as Ryder. Like, I want him to at least have slightly different hair. There we go. I've not made him quite as Ryder-y as Ryder. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give him a quick tap. Oh my gosh, she's so buff. Okay. So he's not like as like artsy and cutesy and fairy as Ryder, because I think a lot of that comes from Roxaroo. But I think there would still be a little bit of cheekiness to him. I think like he would be like still like the good looking president's son, which makes me think maybe he shouldn't have a tattoo. Maybe he shouldn't have the tattoo. But definitely with a little bit more of his own flair, not quite as straight-laced. Like, he'd be in the tabloids as a little bit of a lady killer who's like the White House might have to cover up a few stories from his scandals and stuff. But he's still a good sim at heart. I like Rise a lot. I think Jessie makes good-looking boys just because of like her thick eyebrows and whatnot. So that would be Rise, what is his surname? Rise Robbins, who would be the child of Taylor and Jessie if it ever happened. I kind of want to add him to the series because I think he's super handsome and I actually sort of love him. Okay, speaking of Ryder Rue. Oh, this is good because if the family have had to add, you can compare Faith and Neve, and you can compare real Ryder Rue and Ryder Rue, but Rise Rue, who I actually think is a little bit more handsome than Ryder. I'm just putting it out there, you guys. But I love Ryder, don't worry. And Abel just came along for the ride because... that's why. Okay, but I'm gonna get rid of all these because what I actually need is a Ryder Rue to combine with a Luna. Okay, so now we have little Luna Rooney. Here is her alien form. And here is her human form. But how would she look, or how would her babies look if her and Ryder had kind of made it a thing? I think she's still not really over the fact that they didn't. Just putting it out there. Let's see how their little bambino would have looked. It's actually saying that if they'd have had a child, it would have been an alien. Which is so weird, because I would have assumed that because Ryder's human, that it wouldn't have been an alien baby. Apparently, it actually would have been. Oh my gosh. So I guess if it's an alien baby, it would have gotten Luna's silver eyes. I'm pretty sure she's got silver eyes in her alien form. Yeah, she does. And in her human form. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make both of its forms, aren't I? Oh my gosh, look at his ears. Why have you got no eyebrows, little child? Okay, so her alien form has white hair. I think she currently has black hair in her alien form. But then Ryder Rue is very fair-haired as well. So I'm assuming any baby they have would also be fair-haired. I'm also going to take off the skin details. And look at that, it actually has Luna Bear's skin color. So I'm going to give it Ryder's like skin details. Oh, don't just give it little boobies. On both of its forms. I've kind of done it as a boy too. No particular reason. It's just kind of the way it's gone. You need white eyelashes really, don't you? I need to try and find like the whitest hair I can. Oh, I love that hair, but you guys don't. Oh man, look at that. Okay, I think this is the whitest hair I can find. These ones are whiter, but they've got like a black at the base, which I'm not in love with. It's gonna be that hair. So I might have to darken his eyebrows a little bit. He's funny. I kind of want to keep him in that like cute alien outfit because look at the diaper. How adorable but also funny is that? Okay. Oh, we need a name for him. So it would be between Luna and Ryder and it would be like a space baby. I kind of want to call him Cosmo. I'm pretty sure that's the fairy from My Parents Are Aliens. But I don't mind because he's kind of hilarious. Okay, let's do his human version. And I'm sort of vibing that any baby between Luna and Ryder Rue would be quite like, I don't know, I get like a colorful, like cutesy sort of vibe from them. They look a little bit different in each form. Like look at his face as a human. It's kind of a little bit pudgy. And then his face as an alien is actually somehow better looking. I don't know why, but it just is. He's a better looking, more bonny alien, I would say. Okay, how would he look, however, as a little teenager? Kapow! So one thing I know aliens do is when you age up, they make the nose thinner and the eyes smaller and further apart, which I don't really like. So I'm just gonna like make them back to normal again. Because I had that issue when I was, and it makes the chin really pointy. I had that issue when I was making Luna. It would kept doing that to her features, which is super annoying. Okay, so here is how his alien form is looking so far. He's liking himself. I wonder if he'd keep his hair sort of long like Ryder's. And I wonder if he'd also have Ryder's eyesight issues, even as an alien, you know? Oh my gosh, he looks so much like Ryder. And I guess like Ryder, he's probably gonna be kind of into space, you know? Not like Ryder, sorry, like Luna. Because, you know, he's an alien and whatnot. I wonder if she'd take him back to Sixum with her. Okay, so we've got Cosmo's alien form. I need to recreate the same look now, but for his human form, which I told you looks super different. I don't know why, but it looks so different. With Luna, I made both the forms as identical as I could, because I don't get why you just, like, change that much. There should be, like, some similarity. Okay, so Cosmo alien, Cosmo human. I've got to admit, I don't really think they've taken the best of each of those Sims to make this child. I personally, I'm kind of glad these two have never procreated because I'm not a huge fan of their child. I think like the alien form, he looks like Ryder, but he's missing something. He's not really got Ryder's charm. And I'm just not a big fan of the human form of it at all. But then you guys wanted to see how it would look. So that is Ryder Roo and Luna's child together, who apparently is still an alien. Her alien thing does carry over, so that is interesting. So guys, that is another 4 Sims could have been. We have Ryder and Luna's child, who is Cosmo Jet. We have, if Charlie Rose had stuck with her first love, little Zacharuni, we would have got Zoe Calariakin, who is also super cool. I like her a lot. And then we've also got, if Emily and Max had have ended up together instead of Emma and Max, we would have been left with Neve Villarreal. I'm not quite sure if she could have handled the trials and tribulations of the Villarreal household, but she's very cute nonetheless. Probably a little bit more Emily than Max. But you know, she ain't no Faith and she ain't no Lily Bear, let's put it that way. And then, hello there. We have little Rise Robbins, who is a child of Jessie, as she'd have picked Taylor instead of Roxy. I think he needs to go into the series because he is a handsome little bun, isn't he? So guys, let me know what you think of all of those 4 Similarinos. Which one is your favorite? Which of these couples do you wish had have been so that we'd have got those Sims? And which ones are you very glad? Hello there, Cosmo. Never actually happened because you don't really like the end look of them. Let me know in the comments below. And I hope you guys have enjoyed another CAS Monday could have been Sim combos. And if you've got, I think we've more or less exhausted everybody. But if there's anybody else you can think of, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.